I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Kathleen Leahy, and she is with Care Patrol Fresno. Kathleen, welcome to the show. Actually, I should say welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Are incredible times for someone that's in the industry you're in, and that is helping families and individuals finding a home for an elderly or a person in need that needs to be in some kind of a care facility, right?
Exactly.
Did I get that right?
You did get that right.
Awesome.
Yep.
See, I remember. It's been a while.
It has.
But this has got to be a real, and I'm going to use the word interesting time, but probably more like crazy or chaotic time. People still need that care, and yet that type of care has been very dramatically highlighted in just about any format of news that you can find.
Correct.
So
The worst part is the big media conglomerates lump everything under nursing homes.
right.
There's a huge difference between a typical nursing home. Here in California, we call them skilled nursing facilities, and
Okay.
they have gotten such a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
Our skilled nursing facilities here in Fresno are doing absolutely everything they can to prevent COVID from coming into their facilities.
Right. And there's correct me if I'm wrong, but there's different types of facilities
There are.
that take different kinds of patients, and not all of them are elderly, which makes requirements a little bit different. But a lot of them are elderly, and obviously the big media is telling us that elderly people in nursing homes are the target for the death squad of the virus, basically.
Exactly.
And it's sad that there are a lot of cases that happened early on through ignorance, but we have, in California, we've been really lucky with that because we've managed to kind of stay ahead of the curve in our care homes. But we have a whole lot more information now, which that information's power for your skilled nursing care homes. So what happens for a family that has someone in need today is still you can be pretty comfortable in the choices you make, particularly if you've got someone that, like your organization, Care Patrol, that I can call up. You have a whole bunch of various homes. You can help get my needs aligned with the particular types of homes. See, I'm doing all the talking on
You
this,
are
right?
doing all the talking.
Yeah. But I
This is
remember.
great.
Can you hear? But no, but that's what you do. I know. I pick up the phone, I call you, and it's one phone call, and you folks take care of everything. And for me, the consumer, the exorbitant amount you charge is absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
So, that works.
One call does it all.
Yeah.
One free call does it all.
One free call does it all.
Yeah.
So, Kathleen, now that I've, sucked all the air out of
It's
the room,
okay.
how's things going?
We're doing well, actually. We are doing well. As I said, things are very different from what we learned in training. We aren't able to, tour
Right.
a lot of, especially the larger communities that we contract with. And I understand that that's perfectly safe, and that's what we should be doing. We want to not only protect the residents already in their communities, we also want to protect anybody else going in and out.
Absolutely.
I understand that to a point. We have we are able to do video tours.
Mhm.
I'm able to do like a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime meeting or
So you have tools at your...
we have a lot of tools at our at our hands that we can find a way to work things around. If there's a will, there's a way, and I'm determined to find that way.
Awesome. And as you discussed before we went on camera, that not only are you determined to do that, but you have been able to take on some real challenges and find the right care. Again, it's not a nursing home where, we fill this one up and we move to the next one, we fill. They serve a specific need.
One size
Yeah.
fits all.
And so, when you have a challenging client, you have possibly the answer to that challenge. But me as a consumer, I wouldn't have that knowledge. That's why I call you. And it's important.
I have a great database of my providers, and they have been fantastic working with me. Some of them will actually let me tour a family with masks and gloves, obviously keeping, like I said, they're not only all of us safe, but their residents that
Right.
are already living in their, and it's their home.
Yeah.
I was able, thankfully, I was blessed last week to be able to place 3 people, and help 3 families
That's
that are
awesome.
now breathing easier this week. They don't have to worry about dad running away. They don't have to worry that grandma's going to try to cook breakfast and burn the house down. They don't have to be there
And
24/7.
Kathleen, you just described, the 2 first cases you described are 2 separate kinds of patients.
Absolutely.
One, dad who, wanders off because he has dementia of any one of its various forms.
Right.
Or grandma who doesn't necessarily have dementia, but being able to take care of herself could cause a fire in her kitchen.
Right.
Just because she's older.
Right.
And they don't go necessarily to the same place.
No, they
because they
don't.
have very different needs.
They don't.
People need to be aware of that.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you that is on topic, sort of. For families that have, parents, grandparents, or whatever in these various skilled homes, what is the availability for a family member to come see grandma or grandpa? Is that
Most of my providers are still discouraging family
Okay.
visits. They may be able to, see grandma on the porch.
Uh-huh.
Especially these ones that are new.
Uh-huh.
And, one gentleman I placed last week has a brand new diagnosis of Alzheimer's. Their whole family is only 6 weeks into this.
Oh, boy.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
And, he was living with them and everything was fine. They didn't even, they didn't even get an inkling like, wow, Dad, something's wrong. It just was like, bam.
And unfortunately, that does happen.
Yeah.
And, and also, unfortunately, families are not skilled in the things necessary to care for someone like that.
Correct. In that short 6 weeks, the family tried to take care of Dad themselves. And, they did a wonderful job. But what I am thankful for is that they realized
Yeah.
quickly that they needed more help, because that could have gone on for years. That poor family could have been so burnt out.
All right.
Caregiver burnout is such a real thing that, nobody really talks about when you're trying to take care of your mom or dad.
Okay. All
You
right.
also have to take care of yourself, because you don't help anyone if you're
If your health is going south,
Exactly.
you're not going to be able to take care of someone. And a lot of those individuals require a great deal, not only of mental commitment time, but physical time commitment, and sometimes even physical strength.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
there are places that will provide the best care for your loved one. You're here to see to it that they get placed in the right place. I think that's awesome.
It's such a good feeling.
Yeah, that's great.
It's such a good feeling. And then, I have one of the daughters texting me, like, my whole family thinks you're a rock star. And I don't think of myself that way. I just wanted to help them feel comfortable and feel safe and, know that Dad's not going to run away and get hit by a car because he doesn't even know that he's outside.
Yeah, Kathleen, that kind of makes you a rock star. I can
Well,
see
thank
that.
you, but
Yeah.
I
Oh,
haven't.
that's great.
I don't think I've gained that yet.
well,
I'm working on it.
Always work on it.
Exactly.
Anything else you'd like to share before we close off this segment?
From the littlest, any questions, if you have any questions at all, maybe you just want to talk about your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa, I'm here. I'll answer any questions. It
You get a
doesn't.
call from my wife to tell her that you no, and it could be, listen, it could be a husband or a wife. And
It could be a husband or wife. Yes, absolutely. I had a call the other day, and it was the sister whose brother keeps reaching out to her, and she's concerned about her brother in his home life, that he's not being treated appropriately. So that's a tricky one. I'm working with
Yeah.
some of my other resources, you know, in the community
Right.
to see how far we're able to go.
It's a
To keep this
fine
man
line
safe.
that you have to walk.
It
but
is.
It's sometimes you have to make those choices and walk that walk.
Right.
And having the knowledge to be able to do that.
Right.
And do it respectfully and carefully is
Very
awesome.
carefully. And I hope when I hung up with the sister that she had a little bit of comfort in just being able to talk about whether anything comes from it or not. That's not really why I do this.
Yeah.
I just want to help people. So if
Yeah.
there's any questions they have at all about, senior living,
Okay,
senior,
wait a second,
anything
Kathleen.
senior.
Now, you've said that several times, but you haven't given me a phone number.
Oh, sorry.
How do we get a hold of you?
559-207-4319. That is my cell phone. I have it with me all the time. In fact, I took a call as I was driving here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to meet with a customer later, a client later. Or 575-6771 is our office phone. Leahy at carepatrol.com. Fresno.carepatrol.com is our website.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so
It's
much.
a crazy time. You provide a service that people need and maybe aren't even aware that it's available to them
Exactly.
right now. But you are an essential provider,
Thank you very much.
whether we're in this time or any other time.
Thank you.
All right. You have someone in your family, don't try to carry that load yourself. You're not skilled. You don't have the tools. Get a hold of a professional. You give a call to Care Patrol. It's a free call. The service is free, and all you have to do is make that connection to put things into motion that will help you and your loved one. Very important to know. And I'll see you when we come back.